Now, can you imagine 250 million people surviving on 4,000 megawatts? That is really very small. It means everybody has less than 20 watts of bulb, 60 watt of bulb. What will you do with that? Nothing. Can you industrialize the country with that? Not sufficient. Not at all. It's not even sufficient for you to even power your devices. So if you want to actually industrialize a nation, then you need to look at a huge scope. So electricity production has to go with the population size. So in Nigeria, we have huge population and very small electricity generated. I mean, basically, it's like we don't have electricity. If you compare what we are producing vis-a-vis the size of the population, it's nothing to write home about. So there is a huge gap, huge energy gap that is created in Nigeria. And of course, that affects productivity of the country, that affects the goodness of life, that influences life expectancy, economy, everything, the enjoyment of life generally. Electricity is life. I will tell you 3 quick things that the Danish company can usually do. First, let's start from the climate angle, right? When you look at the carbon credit or whatever, the carbon payment is made by European companies. Denmark is going to be making contributions. Now, it also opened an inway door for Danish company to come here and bring their technology to set up large solar farms. Rather than building those large solar farms in Denmark, where you have very low irradiation, you can take advantage of the radiation here. And of course, if you look at what the COP22 agreement allows for you to set up in developing nation and then take the credit back. I told you it's a win-win. You can be polluting here and be absorbing it here. It's allowed. So I see where the next company can come in and look, this is the carbon credit. We'll go build it in Nigeria. I will claim it. That is one. 2, we can come in as a business and then look at the gap. The electricity huge in Nigeria is huge. The gap is huge. The market is huge. The problem is payments. And the problem is about payments and policy. What policies do we have in place that the Danish firm can look at it? And mostly it's capital. What amount of capital are Danish firm able to inject? If you bring capital, then we can discuss and say, okay, these are the kind of laws that are needed to be changed for me to make my money and keep my money here. If you look over time, Nigeria has been stable politically. Most times capital fear instability. Nothing more. Right? Capital is happy with labor. That can easily be dealt with. But capital fear instability. And Nigeria has been stable for a very long time. So if Danish company comes here bringing a lot of capital, whatever is in the law that does not allow them to function well can be adjusted. Of course, the biggest problem in Nigeria is poverty. The amount of money being paid to citizens or flow in the economy does not reflect the true value. And electricity has to do with reflection of the true value of costs of production. Therefore, when Danish firms are coming here, we need to look at what are the factors of production that are not allowing people to pay. But whether there's opportunity, there's huge opportunity for Danish firm.